We are watching markets sell off this morning. The Dow Industrials down 662 points. Let's get to the hot topic of the hour. President Trump meeting with NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang at the White House on Friday to discuss tightening AI chip exports and China's new AI model, DeepSeek. I sat down for an exclusive interview with Vice President JD Vance, where we discussed the meeting, U.S. competition with China, and Chinese stocks on our nation's U.S. exchanges. Watch. President Trump is meeting with the CEO of NVIDIA today. Are you expecting that the administration will restrict more advanced chips to go to China? And how do you stop the chips from circumventing any of this barrier and going through Singapore?
Well, the president's looking at this right now, right? And it is something that we care a lot about, because if AI is the software of the next technology generation, all of these computer chips are the hardware. And you need both of these things to actually stay ahead of the technological curve. We still continue to have access to the best chips, but we need to build on that advantage over the next couple of years. It's something the president is committed to doing. And yeah, we need to find ways to ensure that the best computer chips in the world don't fall in the hands of people who are stealing our intellectual property. I'm sure the president's going to talk about that with Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA today. But it's going to be a constant theme of our administration, is making sure America stays ahead of the curve, other countries stop taking advantage of us, and I think that we've got a great opportunity to do that right now, but we're not going to have this opportunity forever. I think, well, one just final point on this, Maria, I think the American people are asking themselves, well, how did we wake up in this situation where all of a sudden China is starting to threaten the United States on a whole host of things? Frankly, we got into the situation because we didn't listen to people like Donald J. Trump, who back then was just a real estate investor, but now he's the president of the United States with an opportunity to do something about this. We've let this go on for too long. Thank God it stopped about a week ago.
Would you support yanking some of those Chinese stocks that trade on U.S. exchanges, even if, I mean, some of them are sanctioned?
Well, I think we need to look at everything, Maria. We need to look at tariffs. We need to look certainly at some restrictive activities when it comes to their stock exchanges. We need to look at ways of pushing back against intellectual property theft. We need to look at ways maybe of expelling certain Chinese nationals who are using our openness as a society to take advantage of the United States of America. So not going to make any commitments on behalf of the president here, but I know the president is looking at everything as a possibility, because we need to fight back against the theft of our country. We just have to.